Slow and steady wins the race on YouTube, especially after 40. Because once again, viral is not the goal. You being here in 3 months and 6 months and 1 year later, that's really what counts, and that's what wins the game inside YouTube. And if you're new to this channel, hit like and hit subscribe, because I'm here to say that I'm here rooting for you and trying to give you some practical insights to help you grow your YouTube channel in a meaningful way. And if you stick around to the very end, I can provide you with some additional meaningful information. Count that a bonus, because once again, your growth is my success, if that makes sense. Let's talk about the flywheel of action, folks. And I want to remind you that small actions done consistently really build momentum. And with that, I want to remind you that it's very difficult to set up a time and place behavior. When you start your YouTube channel, some people start off with the great idea, hey, I want to be a YouTube creator. And if you start off with that piece, it's a great place to start. But some people say, I want to climb to the top of the mountain. Some people say, I want to exercise every day. Hey, some people say, I want to lose 25 pounds. But the fact of the matter is, they really don't have a clear way on how to get to the promised land. And I'll remind you, even in the Bible, when Moses helped the Israelites escape from Egyptian captivity, they crossed the Red Sea and they wandered in the desert for 40 years. I'm here to say, you're much better off having a very simple, consistent habit of showing up on YouTube, getting your preparation done, and I'm here to say it doesn't have to be a moonshot. This really could be a 20 to 30 minute routine that you do on a daily basis. And if not a daily basis, make it 3 to 5 times a week. We've got to make sure that we pick the time, the place, and our focus. And if you do those little things, you're off to a great start. If I can make sure that we're really clear on this, maybe you're the person who starts off very, very small by just doing 1 video a week. That's an okay place to start, because I think sometimes people wind up choking if they try to do too much too fast. They feel burdened, they feel overwhelmed, and it becomes not an enjoyable process. Maybe you can relate, but if you started off maybe for a month doing 1 video a week, what you're really doing is you're establishing a routine. What does the place that I do my videos, what does it look like? At what time does my video productions actually take place? What time do I have to do some keyword research to create my video? And what am I going to use to create my thumbnails? You see, there's a few moving parts to this equation. I'm here to say that when you are really clear about when this is going to take place, where it's going to take place, and how it's going to take place, you're well on your start. So I want to remind you that there's a habit expert by the name of James Clear who was helping his friend lose 100 pounds. I mean, 100 pounds, maybe we can understand, or we know people like that. Maybe that's even us that have to lose weight. But I digress, and I want to make sure that you understand that there was a habit that needed to be established in order for the man to lose the weight. The fact was, he needed to get in the habit of showing up at the gym. And for the first week of his routine to lose that 100 pounds, do you know that all that he needed to do was get to the gym at a certain time every day and take a lap around the gym and walk out? Because a lot of times it's not the fact that you're in the gym and not doing the work. It's really about creating the habit of showing up. Maybe you understand that, because when you establish good habits, good routines, the fact is, in order to show up at the gym, you need to have your shoes. In order to have your shoes, you need to have them by the door. You also need to have your workout gear. So understand that those little things were all set up. What time are you going to the gym? And what time are you leaving to the gym? You see, that's the foundational pieces of setting up a habit and a routine that really will be sustaining. Much like this, your YouTube channel is going to require you having the time and the place once again. And if you're liking what you're hearing, leave a comment, hit a like, hit a subscribe so I can continue to deliver this information to you. And I want to remind you, every time you hit like, I'm able to give Charlie a biscuit, and the dog is always, always hungry. Thanks. I want to make sure that I'm encouraging you because most creators quit too early, just like the New Year's resolution that somebody's going to do something great on New Year's Eve, and New Year's hits, a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, and you realize that most of these resolutions don't last a month. And the fact is that a lot of people like the idea of creating on YouTube, but the fact is they don't have the habits and the routines that help them be successful. And the fact is that you're here getting this information delivered to you really helps create a reflective process. And if I'm here to really help you, the fact is I can give you the lean model, which is right next to me. And if you look at the lean model, I've tried to make it easy for you because the fact is you have an idea. You want to test the idea about becoming a YouTube creator or being a more effective YouTube creator if you're a little bit more advanced. What problem are you trying to solve? What are you doing to solve that problem? What kind of information is being provided each time you try this? And finally, what are you learning in the process? Because you'll find that when you remain curious and you're a problem solver, this approach really will move mountains here on YouTube. And you'll be able to apply this lesson to other parts of your life. And I'm here to say that YouTube creation really has made me a better husband, a better dad, better at my job, better at educating people, and most of all, maybe a better human being. Maybe you can relate. Hey, folks, remember, engage, encourage, and inspire. You'll do amazing things here and celebrate every victory along the way. I'll see you in the next video.